Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you are doing well. Welcome to this show. It is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, August 27th. Another month cruising by. My goodness, I feel like every day is another month, man. Damn. Craziness is happening here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It is 3 p.m. on the East Coast, so make sure you smash that like button as you tune in. If you are checking out the space, I see my guy Paulie popping in. Make sure you go down to the bottom right, hit the purple pill or the multiplier, whatever you like to call it. Tag some friends. If you are watching the live stream on X, let's go. You know what you could do is you could just repost the video, tag some friends, say, hey, we're about to have a good time. I see, here's the deal. We're going to talk about some Ethereum stuff today. I got to get through some news and some numbers, and then we're going to open up the space. So I'm going to try to breeze through this stuff. I got a couple stories to get through. It's an ETH heavy day. We're talking ETH, ETH treasury wars, what's going on with some of the ETFs, all that stuff. So we'll get through a couple news articles. We'll get through our numbers. We'll bullshit a little bit here, and then we'll open up the space. But I appreciate you guys being here, tapping in, tuning in. Let's go. Make sure you smash that like button. All right, really quick. Let's do this. Let's swing it on over to CoinMarketCap, and let's just cover the broad market really quickly. Because that's what we like to do here. Let me pull it on up for if you are watching the live stream. Again, make sure that you guys mash that like button. You go clutch. Let's go. ETH treasuries are undervalued 100%. We're going to get through that in just a little bit here. All right, the market coming in up 1.43. If that's your angel number, remember all you not text messengers. What was it? If you had a pager, 143, your girlfriend said, I love you, 143. There you go. So this is a good sign for the market. That means we're moving on up. Your high school girlfriend approves of it. There you go. Market cap's in at 3.89 trillion. We are up today. Fear and Greed Index down yesterday was 42. Today, 47. On Monday, it was 50. So we're kind of playing a little bit of a roller coaster ride here. Some of that volatility is also in the Fear and Greed Index. So make sure you buy when they're fearful and sell when they're greedy. That is, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Look at me. Let's let me do this. Got to do this. I'm gonna go here. Boom. Look at me in my eyeballs right here. I just want you to know there is only one surefire way to make money in crypto. You literally cannot fucking lose if you follow this strategy. Buy low, sell high. Buy in the feared, sell in the greed. Buy in the fear, sell in the greed. Buy low, sell high. There's a lot of people that like to buy and then sell for a couple pennies. Let's not do that. Let's not sell for a loss unless you have to. I get it, but then there's also the opportunities for you sell for the big gains. So, all right, let's swing this thing back on over here to CoinMarketCap. Here we can take a look at the market. Bitcoin back up to 112, 122. Oh, it's almost like a weird palindrome or whatever. 112, but we're 112, 123 now. So it is up 1.37% in the last 24 hours. So we are making a little bit of a correction from, some of the bullshit that we had been going through the last couple of days. Obviously 124, 125 probably was like the peak that we hit. And then, we'll get through some of those charts in a little bit here. Let's just breeze through this top 10. ETH coming in at 45.94. So it broke 4,600. Let's see if it can hold. Again, we're going to talk a lot about Ethereum today and why there's the lost the X space, huh? That's wild. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the space is gone. All right, I'll get another one started in a few minutes here while we'll go through some of this stuff, and then in the background I'll start up another one. We can do that. Man, oh man. Let's see. Let's just plug the old phone here. It might have been the VPN kicking back on, or who knows? Who knows what it is? But we'll launch a new one shortly here. Appreciate you, Paulie, letting me know. All right, so Ethereum broke the 4,600, is at 45.82. XRP sitting at 301. It is up 1.18% on the day, almost 3% on the week. So doing better than some. ETH still up, at least in these top couple, doing pretty well. Solana, the big gainer, the heavy favorite, if you will, the uh, the big dog. 208, man. That thing is just storming up 7% today, 13.5 on the week. Let's go, Solana. Soul fam, let's go. Smash the like if you like Solana. If you like Solana, also drop it in the chat. Drop whatever your favorite coins are. You know what? It doesn't have to just be Solana. If you like crypto, if you like any kind of crypto, even if you're a Bitcoin maxi, you're allowed to put it in the chat. Put your favorite coin in there. I want to know. I will tell you right now, my favorite coin. My favorite coin is VeChain, obviously, because of all the fun stuff that it goes along with it. My biggest play for this bull run, I still think the RWA scene is where it's happening. So we'll get back into that stuff. So I love Ondo, as you guys know, but I got to rebuild the old position there. All right. So that was Solana 208. And then you got Dogecoin coming in at number 8, 22 cents, up 2% on the day. Tron coming in at number 9. Cardano hanging on in that top 10, 86.73, almost 87 cents. Let's go. Let's see. Hyperliquid in number 11, $50. Chainlink 24.28. Love to see that one go up. As you guys know, we'll go through this in just a little bit here. I did launch, and man, look, I think it's just space in general. I went to start a new one, and it's just black screen. And so, yeah, I'll try to open it up in a little bit here. Maybe by 3:30, Twitter will be the engineers will have gotten back to work here. But I promise you guys, we'll get you going. All right, so let's see. That was Chainlink coming in at number 12. Sweet, 347. Do have a little bit of Sweet. I did a promo video and I got paid in some Sweet for that. Got to figure out, am I going to hang on to that Sweet, or am I going to put it into maybe the Sweet meme ecosystem? Or should I put it into something else? As you guys know, VeChain is kind of my thing. I could. So tomorrow on the show, tomorrow we're at 10 a.m. again it is the VeChain Power Hour. Really quick, we'll do a little bit of house cleaning here. It is the VeChain Power Hour. I recently staked the 10,000 VeChain needed for the Dawn node. However, it kind of feels like the homies are chasing that 50K stake. So I got to do this. Like, I got to just add like 10,000 more VeChain, and then I could do that. But I want to know, do I make more? And so we'll have to talk about this, but I want to talk about this tomorrow. I'll open up a new space, Carrie. Don't worry. I want to know, do I make more if I have 5 Dawns, or do I get the 50K? And I forget, what is it, an Earth node? I forget what the name of the 50K one is. But we'll talk about that all tomorrow. So tomorrow's the VeChain Power Hour on the Web3 Breakfast Club at 10 a.m. So make sure you guys tune in. You know what I could do is, when we start the space, I will also launch the obviously the Jumbotron will be up there, and then we'll be able to put, because I got that scheduled for tomorrow, so we'll be able to put that in there. But I appreciate all the fam in here chatting in the space. Let's go. You know what? Maybe we'll just rug the space for a little bit, so that you guys are forced to tune into the YouTubes. I appreciate it. Help the algorithm, help the channel grow. Make sure you're also subscribed if you are not, while you are tuning in. I appreciate you, fam. All right. Let's see. Let's look at some gainers, and then I do want to look at some losers. Look at Morpho, Arbitrum, Aerodrome. As you know, and we'll look at this next, is I am in a trading competition with my mother. Okay. And so she is a stonks lady, and she's got crypto too, but for this competition, she's got the stonks and I got the crypto. And so we both went to market with like $1,000, and after fees and yada yada yada, all that stuff, whatever, we both ended up near, I think it was 945 for her, 965 for me. So damn near 950, right? So we'll call it that. And then currently before the show, I ran some numbers, and here, I'll show them to you guys right here. Here you go. Here's the numbers right now. The unrealized P&Ls is that's what we're looking at down here. So mom's stocks account is worth 973. Mine is worth 992. I've got an unrealized gain of 26.97. She's got an unrealized gain of 27.55. So neck and neck still. I'm telling you, this is one for the ages. I have thrown in a couple leverage trades. We started with 250. I lost like $12, and then we're on our way back. to bringing it back. I'm just chasing percentages. I'm not chasing big gains. We don't have a lot in the futures account, as we shouldn't, right? We're trying to do this smartly, and we're still having fun doing some trading. Still get the enjoyment and experience of doing it. And again, we're just after the percents. That's the percent gains. That's what I'm excuse me. That's what I'm looking for there. All right, hop back into here. So what I really wanted to do, and you guys know, oh man, I thought I had the button on the thing here, but I'm gonna do it one time, just one time, Carrie. Remember, if I keep it running, you'll just have to keep laughing. Oh, I don't have it. Anyway, so I guess we're not going shrimping today. At the end of the day, we're not going shrimping today. But if you want to know what shrimping is, and I got like a man, I got like the boat and everything. Where the hell did that go? I think it's in a different it's in the Web3 breakfast. I see. So we've got different, I got different the different brands, right? The J Chains Crypto Show and Web3 Breakfast. So as I do things differently, want the different brands. It's in that one. Damn it, I got to add it to here. So, anyways, it's my nice tugboat with some seagulls, letting us know that Captain Chains is taking the boat out for a spin. We're gonna do some shrimping. Shrimping is when we go to the CMs. Well, we got to go back here. We go to the altcoin season right here. You go to Coin Market Cap. And then you go to altcoin season right here, click that little caret, and then we scroll down to the top 100 coin performance over the last 90 days. And for us, shrimping is down here. So we like to find things that are down here that'll be worth a damn. Now, I would tell you, now let's look at this, like pragmatically speaking here. Look at this chart. It's dog shit. This is the Trump coin, right? This is a dog shit. We looked at this yesterday with Keeper, and we'll look at it a few more times here, especially over the next couple of years. But okay, Canary Capital filed an S1 for a Trump coin ETF, guys. And I know that may sound silly. Again, that opens the door for index funds, and it's really important as time goes on, as the ecosystem matures, and as we get some more, institutional finance products into crypto. Again, like an index fund, that's where this comes. But the play is, remember, Trump is going to be working on this thing. He's got to. He's not going to rug it while he's a president. So we got 3.5 years or 3 years and some change, whatever, of some action in this. And so we see it's at a pretty low point, right? It's dinosaur tailed out. So maybe it's time to get a moon bag. And 840 is, it's not like it's a cheap thing and you're not going to get a big ass bag of it. But, if this thing does happen to rip back up over the course of the next couple of years while you got Trump as president, or as an ETF launches and does bring some more price action and some more, volatility to the upside to it, I'm not saying to buy it. I'm just saying to think about it. Put it in your research. All right. So that is part of that shrimp in there. I would maybe think about actually doing that. It's also down 30% over the last 90 days. So you might get some money back on that if it comes back. Let's see. Pi Pump now, Vitriol. Maybe I would get some Fart Coin. It drives me crazy that's and I'm glad to actually see it down here. Let's take a look at where it's at. It's thank God it's below $1 billion market cap, to be honest with you. I am actually very thankful that Fartcoin is below $1 billion market cap, because that's been like an embarrassment. It has to be an embarrassment to all of us that really want to shine the positive light on what our ecosystem is, not like just a total douchebaggery. Fartcoin, come on. What does Fartcoin do? What the is Fartcoin doing? Pineapple Express coin. Hey, give me some of that, man. I'll take that one in my pipe or my portfolio. Next Level Cash. What's up, G? We had some bullish patterns on the weekly, so I've been told. I know, man. I'm going to hang on to that. I am going to hang on to that. And obviously, I'm hanging on to my Kulo. That's my guy. I'm going to try to set up a show with them. I think that would be fun to do maybe next Monday. And maybe we'll do a couple more morning shows if we can squeeze them in, or some different times throughout the day, or we'll pre-record and just post something up, but whenever it works for other people. But I would definitely want to get Moon Daddy and some of the other folks that are over with the Kulo. Maybe we can even get Warren Sapp. I know he follows a couple of y'all in the community. We follow each other, and he is he's part of that whole thing. So all right, let's do this. I am going to start working on starting a space. Is it still black? There we go. Let's see. W3BCV2. There we go. And I'm just going to start it now. There you go. It's starting now. So y'all can just hop in. And then I'm going to blast through a couple news articles and some charts, and then we'll get that thing going. So, all right. There you go. There you go. Up and running. Okay, so let's get through some news, and then we'll bring it back over there. So again, the theme of the show today, guys, is really the focal point is Ethereum. It's now primarily for institutions. Retail has no interest, says Wendy. That's my friend. I love Wendy, and I think that there's absolutely some validity to this, right? Like, and I feel like this is something a lot of us talked about several months ago when we said that this was becoming an institutional product. It was becoming an institutional chain because retail will absolutely 100% unequivocally never allow the like the gas and how that can fluctuate where it's several $100s to send a transaction, maybe not even worth that. I mean, who remembers back in the NFT craze where you would try to sell an NFT and the gas was more expensive than the fucking NFT was? Stupid. And so that's why on an institutional enterprise level, like it's okay for them because that doesn't matter. Now I do understand again, and I put in a video, the VeChain video about the kind of the whole the enterprise level of this, where with the two token thing, you've got the VeChain token, but you've also got VTHO, and so you got predictable gas costs. That is something on an enterprise level that is going to be a better selling point. There'll be some projects or some companies that don't care about the fluctuating cost of gas, but for the most part, maybe there will be. So that is neither here nor there at this point. But this first article I want to look into why Ethereum and ETH treasury firms are undervalued opportunities in 2025. And you got to think, if you look at, and this is something, I know that we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks. If you look at ETF inflows and outflows, there's a lot of money rotating out of Bitcoin into Ethereum right now. And so if you really think like the big push that we saw into Bitcoin kind of have, even if it's just a little bit smaller going to Ethereum, that's going to be big. That's going to be a big thing. And so, these ETH treasury firms, man, let's see what they say about this. This was over on AIinvest.com, by the way, just so you guys know. And we're going to look at the AI summary. I love the summaries. This is the just explain it to me, the TLDR. That's what I want. Standard Chartered targets $7,500 for ETH by 2025. I would assume by quarter four. That's what I think a lot of us are looking at this point, citing structural supply dynamics and institutional demand outpacing Bitcoin. You got institutional ETFs and treasuries absorb 5% of the ETH supply, creating deflationary pressure as corporate holdings reach 10% by 2025. You got Ethereum's 3% staking yield and DeFi utility offer a yield edge over Bitcoin, supported by the regulatory clarity and network upgrades. And what do we got here? The ETH Bitcoin ratio is projected to rise by 0.05 by the year end, signaling institutional preference shift and undervaluation potential. So there you go. Go ahead and if you guys want, check this article out. You can go deeper into it. I feel like this is probably a really good kind of a basis point for us to be starting here, where if you look at these institutional giants like Standard Chartered giving you a target of 7,500. You got to think, like, do we actually get there? Think about when all the attention was on Bitcoin 100K, Bitcoin 100K, and it fell short, right? You got to think sometimes they're going to pump up these targets. These like a Standard Chartered would pump up their actual target so that they can get out at 6,000, 6,500 before the panic and the mass sell-off starts to happen. You know what I mean? So like, be wary. Don't say 7,500 is your target. I would try to get out before then. If you're trying to pull some profits on Ethereum, which everybody should be trying to pull profits on anything that they're doing. I mean, even your meme coins, that was something, Nick and I talked about yesterday. And I feel like needs to be talked about more, to be perfectly honest with you, is, the whole like sell shaming of projects and how, people can't be free to take their profits when ultimately that's your money. That's you don't compare yourself to somebody else and don't measure your stack up to somebody else's. Like do what's best for you kind of a thing. So all right, let's look at this other part. Spot Ethereum ETFs log 455 million in daily inflows, surpassing the Bitcoin ETFs for second time this week. And like I just said to you before, I know from other articles that we've talked about, spot ETFs for Ethereum the inflows are insane, and you're actually seeing so maybe out, but you got Bitcoin ETFs 88 million inflow, but there were some days where we had outflows on Bitcoin, where again, like that was the whole idea, where we're seeing that shift happen, where the outflow of the Bitcoin. Here you go. If you want to get yourself a membership to the block and all that stuff, make sure you click on that kind of stuff. But I don't want to do that. All right. And last but not least, the last Ethereum one we got here. And we'll go through this one a little bit more. This is from Chain Catcher. Ethereum's new high highlights a shift in market momentum, while the surge in market leverage raises concerns about a bull tail. Now, what's a bull tail? That's really interesting. Let's see here. Coin Catcher News. He said that long-term holder exchange 22,400 Bitcoin for Ethereum, telling exactly what I was just telling you, driving Ethereum to an historic high last week, reflecting a shift in market momentum. However, Bitcoin's recent week performance may continue with rising leverage and funds rotating into Ethereum, putting under short-term pressure. So as you know, as the narrative. Oh, I didn't even switch the tab for you guys. There you go. My bad. So as the narrative shifts and we start to see really a spotlight move on to Ethereum, I think it's wise to think for this particular phase of the market and where we're at. And I've heard people say that we might be in the mood for another meme cycle, another little meme season. Possibly what we're going to see is a little attention on Ethereum right now, and maybe it'll shift back to Bitcoin. Maybe we got one more Bitcoin pamp left in us. There's some people that have said 120 to 160, and shit, man, we've already passed the 120. We haven't hit 160, but we'll see what happens. Maybe on a push up to 150, 155, something like that. And then at that point, people will start to sell off, and you'll see the cascade from there. And maybe that rotates back into Ethereum. We see another push at Ethereum towards that's like I said, 6,500 versus 7,500, but whatever that push may be, bada boom skis, and then freaking altcoin season. If you want altcoin season, you need to smash that like button right now. And I tried, man. I was like not clicking on the right screen. I tried to go full screen for that one right there, but all right. I got a couple other articles to kind of talk about, but not necessarily things that we need to go through. And so, guys, if you are checking out the space, or if you are watching the live stream, you're like, shit, man, you want to join the space, please feel free. I am going to bring anybody up. Mike, I'm going to bring you on up to be my co-host in case I have audio issues, as sometimes I do. And please feel free. I know you may be working, potentially you got the opportunity to hang out and chat with us. I appreciate that, but don't feel obligated to chat if you cannot, but absolutely obligated to be the co-host. So that is something you cannot avoid. And Paulie, I'm going to do the same for you, just in case that's not an option for him, just so that I don't lose the show or the space again, just in case. So I appreciate y'all being here, guys. Thank you so much. Let's look at some of the stats we got. We got over 100 people watching on X. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that heart. Best thing you can do for me and the show and the community. Tag some friends, repost the video out. And if you are watching on YouTube, there are a couple of you guys are. Make sure, and could be guys and gals, make sure you smash that like button. You could be smashing anything, but instead you're smashing the like button right now. And I appreciate that. He Cool says the only reason all these L2s like Polygon, AVAX, Pulse Chain, etc. exist because ETH fees got to the point it was almost unusable. Now that fees are cheaper and supply is burning, the game has changed. I like that you say that, Equal. Let's go to oh my god, it's like ETH. What is it? ETH something WTF? Do you guys know? Oh my god, I'm the ETH burn site. I am having a brain fart right now. What is it called? Ultrasound.money. Thank you for remembering that. All I had to type was ETH burn site, and it came up ultrasound money. Ultrasound.money. Here you go. This is a cool site that you can use to kind of show you what Heat Cool is talking about. You can simulate the proof of work and where it's at versus where it is now. So, for example, the supply change has gone up 17,000 in the last 7 days, whereas if it was still proof of work, it would have gone up 93,000. And so this is definitely it was a great upgrade for Ethereum for sure, as far as kind of making it a little bit more deflationary and kind of like adding some more intrinsic value, I think, long term to the chain by doing that. Now, it's funny, and I would like to talk to anybody if you guys want to come on. I know I see Carrie up there. I see Kyle up here. Frank, you guys are usually up here. Cole, more than welcome. Anybody, come on up. let's talk about this. And something that's kind of grinding my gears right now is Chronos, crypto.com is ripping. And I'm still fucking pissed off the fact that they reversed the 75% token burn from their ecosystem. They must have knew something was coming, and that's why they did it. Now that you're watching this, right? Like, everybody seems to have forgotten that they reversed a burn of 75 fucking percent of their token supply. Why? Well, I guess come to find out, maybe they knew something was up. What do you guys think? Anybody know anything about that?
Dude, Crow has been insane. I've been tracking this thing. I sold 50% of my holdings right now because I was too good of a pump for not to take some profit. So I think it was up like 98% in 7 days, which is like just fucking crazy. So I pulled 50% profits. I anticipated it coming back down, which it is. It's coming back to the 1 hourly 21-day moving average. You know, I love me some 21-day moving averages. So it's kind of coming back to earth a little bit right now, but overall, like, I think we're going to continue up. I think Crow's over $1 this cycle is going to be pretty much a shoo-in, in my opinion.
Oh, I know that the Crow fam is absolutely loving that. Shout out to anybody that had the conviction, that held through. Because listen, there would have been a 0% chance if I was holding Crow and they during the token like unburn thing, I would have fucking said nah, like I'm out. I would have. And I used to be a Crow fan. I used to hold the token when it was Monaco. But I just don't like the idea that they reversed the whole thing and unburned. I don't know how you unburn tokens. Like, clearly they were never burned in the first place, I guess. What's up, Paul? GM or GE?
G afternoon.
GA.
No, I actually kind of want to unpack this a little, because I don't think that they could have burned it if they reversed it. I think once you burn something, it's gone. So either they sent it to a burn wallet, quote unquote, and they were able to retrieve it, which indicates they actually didn't send it to a burn wallet, because a burn wallet you're not supposed to be able to get access to. So they either faked the burn or they minted a bunch of new tokens, and I don't even know. It's bizarre. I don't get it. This is the first I've heard of it, but I'm thoroughly confused how this is even possible.
All right, so I'll I'll give a little bit more information. Excuse me. So here's an article from back March of 2010, and the headline is "Burn tokens are gone forever." Right, for 70 billion Crow, maybe not. Crypto.com burned 70. So I was wrong. I said 75%. My apologies. It was 70% of the supply. So they burned 70% of the Crow token supply in 2021. Now they want to do over to package the tokens into an ETF. They go down here saying that the supply was only 27 billion tokens. For both reasons, the proposal alienated a large and loud portion of the Crow community. Because, if I'm not mistaken, the Crow community was vocal, saying, no, you cannot do this, but they did it anyway. Does anybody remember that happening?
I remember it.
Yeah.
People were screaming that they're calling the lawyers.
Absolutely. So it was a proposal. It was a governance proposal. Let me see. I could probably click on this. The golden age for Chronos. Let's see. Investing. This is probably too long to be going through right here to try to figure out. But anyway, it's absolutely perplexing, the fact that something massive like that the crypto world should be like, absolutely not. That's not allowed. You cannot do that. That goes against literally everything of crypto to reverse a block. Wasn't there a big issue with Ethereum when Ethereum was going to try to roll something back? Go ahead, Kyle.
Bro, I was just going to say, hey, do you own Ethereum or Ethereum Classic? Because, Ethereum Classic's actually the original chain.
Right.
They had to reverse the damages of, I believe it was Mt. Gox, right? So, code is law up to the point where you rewrite the code, I guess, right?
Definitely. I'm showing off my Bubbles water bottle. Make sure you guys Make sure you fill your water bottles and participate in the VBetterDAO ecosystem. One, you can earn some free crypto, and two, you're helping the world. You're helping the earth. Plus, like, I don't know, it's always nicer to drink. Like, all right, I'd have a couple. Like, look, I'm a crazy man. This is just at my desk right now. I got 2 Yetis and or 2 water bottles and a coffee cup. I mean, I'm wild. Like, I am just a sustainability drinking man. I think that everybody should be doing this, right? Like, not only should you be doing the bubbles thing, you got to get yourself the passport. It's really fucking easy. It's free. You just got to reach out to them. But everybody should be drinking, and most people do anyway. Like, even if you don't, your wife or your girlfriend, I know some of you nerds don't know what that is, but some of you do, and they probably, you maybe even got them like a Stanley thermos for like your anniversary or a birthday or whatever. And so they're already using the dang thing. Show them how to fill it up and earn some crypto. I mean, you don't have to show them how to fill it up. You just have to show them how to earn some crypto by filling it up. I think that's probably an better way to say that. Mike, what's up, brother?
All right, so I'm just looking on ChatGPT to kind of figure out what the hell happened to Crow. So the tokens weren't actually unburnt. The tokens were reissued. They issued new tokens for the burn. So there was a governance vote. They voted on it, and they just basically issued, 70 million tokens.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And it was because of a, whether it was an inside decision or it was at one of those, like at the end, like the governance vote, because somebody had the voting power, they could make it happen, even though that's what the community didn't want, right? There's some crazy thing behind it. I can't find it in any of these articles I'm looking at.
There's good news and bad news. The good news is that, like, they didn't reverse a burn, because that kind of leaves like the whole trust of, like, when people say they're burning shit, are they really burning shit? And so that's good that they didn't unburn them, and they don't have access to that burn wallet. The bad news is they're just manipulating supply, and this is why the values of Bitcoin are the values of Bitcoin, because you can't manipulate the supply, whereas the altcoins typically are known to do this.
I tell you what, man.
My theory on the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how to. I don't know how to raise my hand. Sorry.
You're good. You're good, man.
But
yeah.
No. I've studied I'm a big time Crow holder, and I've been holding it for like 5 or 6 years. I owned it when they were in Hong Kong. But the point is, though, that they, instead of like mining, they pay like credit card rewards, staking rewards, and all these little payouts. So if they bring back those coins, what they're going to release slowly, instead of when they issue the coins for everybody's little debit and credit cards and all that crap, they don't have to buy the coins. They'll have the coins on hand, which are basically free for them. Otherwise, they would have to buy it at the price, whatever it is. Say if it was up to $2 a coin.
What is it at right now?
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, they saved themselves a ton of money, but in my opinion, I think like realists, like if you're like a true crypto person, like and maybe I'm the only one, but look at this thing. I like it's in our shrimping list of the top 100 coins performance over the last 90 days. It's number 3. It's up 160% in the last 90 days. So like, obviously, I'm like the only one who fucking cares about this, which is wild.
Well, if you're like a crypto purist, you're probably holding mostly Bitcoin, to be honest. If you're farting around with altcoins, then you're probably not a crypto purist.
Maybe. I mean, I'm a crypto purist. Like, I have like no money. Like, if I have anything, it's crypto, right? Like, so like I'm a crypto purist. Like, I live and breathe it. Like, it's in my blood, all that shit at this point. But I want to hear what do you got to say, Hash?
Good afternoon, Jay Chains. Thanks so much for having me.
Always.
Crypto
you being
purism.
here. I love your media training, even if it's informal. I love it.
Thank you. I have both. You gotta learn. You got to learn on the streets and in the office, as far as I'm concerned. So crypto purism has changed, I think, over time. So today, it's not just holding Bitcoin. 5 years ago, it was just holding Bitcoin. And so I think you're right. Like I also kind of live and breathe this stuff, and I don't just hold Bitcoin. But I do have, we talked about this when it happened. I remember J-Chains, and I feel the same way as you do. That's why I gave the thumbs down that you're the only one who's like, no,
Thank you.
I'm also not a fan of that. Like that's not how it should work. But here's the situation that I'm in, and I think this gets overlooked. Crypto.com was my first onboarding process. And so I have Crow. That's, I'm like, I know more about that ecosystem, and I have an account still that I don't use because of a lot of reasons. But I have Crow. It's the one of those that I know the most about.
It's like your first
And
girl.
I hated
Hash. It's like your first girl.
it's like your first girlfriend. And yes, the incentives that they used to have were great or comparatively great. And I think that their advertising is much better, at least in the last cycle. It was much better than any of the other big ones here in North America. And so, but I'm biased. I'm absolutely biased. But that doesn't make me personally not a crypto purist, and I'm not going to sell my Crow at this point. Like I'm holding it. In fact, I've bought more when it was 8 cents to bring down my average, cost on it. Not a lot of money, but it is one of my top 10 holdings. And you know me, I got like 40 coins, which is probably too many and would probably work against my argument that I am a crypto purist, but I'm a money purist. At the end of the day, I don't think the gains are there on Bitcoin, and I can believe in crypto and the decentralization, all of those things on a fundamental personal level. But that doesn't supersede my desire to make the best returns. And I just don't think that Bitcoin is the place to make the best returns right now in crypto. And I think that that's a lot of what our ecosystem is. Yeah. And that's a lot of what our ecosystem is doing right now. And it's why the timeline wasn't more ecstatic when Bitcoin was pumping, or when ETH was pumping, or when Solana was pumping, because everybody's got altcoins or shitcoins, at least in this space.
Yeah. So more so what I was meaning is that being a crypto purist in a sense where like if you want security with supply that can't be messed around with is what I mean. Like I hold altcoins too. I also hold Crow. The Crow's like again one of my first onboarding experiences, very similar to yours. But being in altcoins, we understand that risk, that's a possibility. We get into these coins and these investments, understanding that is a potential risk because you do have a company, you do have someone controlling it, and they can vote for doing things that you may not agree with, and every altcoin you choose has that risk tied to it because you have some other factor that that Bitcoin doesn't have. Whether you have a founder that's basically he's the one controlling decisions or influencing decisions or whatnot, or you have Crypto.com that has there's a company and they make decisions as a company, and some people have higher voting power. So that's more so what I mean when I talk about crypto purists. When you want something that's going to be more safe, you're looking at Bitcoin, where you're not going to get these kind of things with supply and all that kind of stuff like that. Whereas the altcoins, you may have that risk tied to it.
All right. I like that. I was just changing the space, just so you know. I feel like I don't want to offend anybody here, because I know, you guys have your Crow and all of your Crow fam and all that stuff, and I'm not trying. So I did say that it was called Crow was a scam, but I took that down and I just said Bitcoin Maxi is not allowed. So that's what it'll be moving forward until we find a better space title. And so maybe we'll get some Maxis to come in.
Trying to infuriate me.
I feel targeted here.
I feel targeted too, man. I feel like he's just trying to fuck with the Canadian circuit right now. Except Hash. He's like right now, he's like Mike and Carrie, go fucking Twitch and fucking like right now my eyeball is twitching right now. Like I can't stop it.
You guys
I went from like die Crow, die to
you guys outnumber us 4-3 on the stage right now. There's 4 Canadians and 3 Americans. That's it.
All right, I'm gonna have to put my elbows up. That's it.
Yeah. Elbows up, link arms, bro.
If you're American, you need to get up in this stage right now. Okay? All right. US only, brothers. Let's go.
That's a good name for a space.
Yes, USA.
That's it.
That's a good name for a space.
USA and BTC for life.
Did you see like the crazy mashup they did for the crow logo with like the stars and stripes and shit?
No.
I thought that was pretty dope. You did not see that?
America, fuck yeah, coming into
Yeah, it's like
day, America,
literally-
fuck yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I just you asked
Go,
America to come
Chud.
up here. I
Thank
just
you,
thought I'd come in.
thank you, Chud.
You know what, man? I wish that I had like we could start playing the Star Spangled. Like, what's wrong with me? How do I not have the Star Spangled Banner on cue button right now?
God bless America.
Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance.
Oh, I could do that all day.
I
To the
pledge
flag.
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and you guys are supposed to be helping.
To the Republic.
To which it
Oh, those are the
stands,
only words I
which is
know.
From
too.
Rocky
one
Coast
nation,
nation,
under God,
to
indivisible,
ocean
with
shore.
liberty and justice for all.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what? You
I
should.
tune that for you
Jay Chains. Jay
guys. I
Chains
tuned
needs
that
to.
up for you guys a couple
He's-
hours ago. I posted up on the Jumbotron.
Nice. Jay Chains, you need to start all your shows like we used to back in elementary school, where before everything gets going, we all got to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I think that's probably we'll do like a trifecta. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance followed by the Star Spangled Banner. I will get my electric guitar out and I will relearn that and we'll shred through it. And then depending on how many of our brothers from the 51st state, I mean our northern brothers are here with us, we could run your national anthem.
But will you do it in both French and English?
Definitely not.
Just French.
You're forgetting a key part is before you ever start, you stand up and take a moment of silence, and then you do everything.
100%. I'd like to take a moment of silence for all of our brave brothers and sisters that have come and gone before us, and to let freedom ring, and to let those bald eagles and their babies soar the skies unencumbered by what has and what will become.
Eagle soar
Lay the truth on them.
like it's never soared before.
Oh, we should make a jazz song. We should make an eagle soaring
From
jazz song.
rocky coast to eagle, shining shore. You never heard that song before? Fucking great.
Definitely not.
One
Definitely
of the
not. Oh,
greatest
average
American
Joe
classics.
Crypto, my guy, AJC. So let's go USA at $2 super chat. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much. That's for the bald eagle baby. Maybe we can like send it to with a bald eagle baby adoption fund and adopt a bald eagle baby.
I think what should happen is that one of the Teslas from Sunny Lou should just be put into an American flag, like the entire thing. That's what should be done.
I'm in. I'm waiting for the fourth one. I'm waiting for the fourth one because it's supposedly a Cybertruck. The last one of the year.
You just throw your name in the. At least I am. I do the one entry, and then if you win $44,000, like why the fuck not? Like I'm broke.
That's a. I mean,
I'm a
you
teacher.
make a really good point there. That's a really good point.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. We all got to try to win. Now, if we all pool our votes, we could do like an office pool, right? And if we win, then everybody, it'd be like a timeshare Tesla, or we could do like split. We're not going to split the money up. We're taking the Tesla and we'll just timeshare it for anybody that's here in the US. I'll drive it to you personally, and then I'll fly home and you can have it for a little while, and then I'll fly back and then drive it on to the next person, and we'll just create content with our USA themed Tesla.
Man, that sounds lame.
All right, it'll be V better Dow for sure. I mean, we'll put mugshot on. We'll put Muggy. We'll put all the.
Well, that's kind of cool,
Actually,
I guess.
okay.
That's
so this is
cool.
what we're gonna do, Carrie. We are gonna get you into this country because I know Flame. He's not here, unfortunately, but I know that there are plans for him to get a Benny mascot costume. I would love to see a Muggy. I would love to see a BMO. Would love to see. What are some of the other ones?
Renato,
Renato,
the tomato.
to the tomato.
Jake?
Huh?
We're talking about Adventure Time, right?
Adventure
Renato
Time,
the tomato. Is it? I don't know how to.
Adventure Time with the V better Dow. Yeah. So all right. Well, let's talk about that. How we can make that happen, and we'll just get a whole bunch of mascot costumes, and we'll just all drive around to events. And that's what we'll do is we'll just podcast, we'll create content, and we'll just go to events.
Can you see if you can get the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, please?
Oh man, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I saw one of those recently.
a
There
nice
was one.
low heat adventure.
I mean,
I wish they made like a chili and cheese Oscar Mayer wiener vehicle where it's just like extra spicy. Like, like I wonder if they have that version.
now let me ask you a question. Would you rather drive around in an Oscar Mayer glizzy mobile, or if we could figure out how to do a pizza slice mobile? I know it's the shapes that the dynamics are probably way off, and this is going to need some very strong engineering support. But I personally would rather ride around in a pizza slice than a glizzy. But hey, to each their own.
I've seen some solar powered flat cars before. You could do a pizza slice car with like a little dome.
You know what? You know who
Easily.
this is a job for.
No, put the slices on the side so that they're like pointing.
Oh, like fins, like bat
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
Batmobile.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's dope.
Way less drag.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to ask Grok to get me a slice of Pizza Mobile like the Wiener Mobile. All right, let's see what happens here. Grok, I feel like, was the much safer choice to use versus ChatGPT. The image function on ChatGPT is turned into dog shit. Well, what? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I got to post that. Up in.
Found your new
nerds.
ride, did you?
Huh?
Get in.
I'm saying hop in, nerds. We're going for a slice. Oh, this is good. That's a good looking. That's good looking. Gotta make sure I send that to you guys here. Let me go to my portfolio. I always get mixed up, profile and portfolio. I hope you guys understand that that's a close one. All right, there it is. Well, I hope you enjoy that as much as I do. I think that the aerodynamicness of this, it's kind of like a VW. What do you think?
It looks like the turtle mobile, like from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something. The pizza van.
I mean, I would cruise around. I would ride
That's
around
awesome.
for sure. I mean, that looks like
Yeah,
the
no,
frame
that's
of like a 1970s VW Bug or like a kind of a chopped up VW bus. It got to be the bus, not a Bug.
delivering the world's largest pizza.
Oh, I would drive that. Would you?
Yeah,
I would drive that to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I drive that up Church Street in Toronto and wave.
I would drive it to church and not even go to church. I would
Just
go
hang
sell
out in the
pizzas.
church
I would go-
parking lot and do donuts.
You know what I would do?
Yeah.
I would go sell slices. I would just go sell slices in the church parking lot.
Yeah. And do donuts.
That's kind of like
You know,
false
You can start
advertising.
your own
like-
church.
You can't
The
do
church is
Kind
donuts
of
in
like
a
the
pizza
halo
truck.
of the road.
You can't do donuts in a pizza truck.
Yeah.
You'd have to go donuts in a donut
not?
truck. You gotta.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, I mean, they're shaped like
Yeah,
pizza.
technicalities.
They're both round. Couldn't you just say you're ripping pizzas instead of donuts? Just create a new saying.
Yeah, we're ripping pizzas. Real pizzas. Yeah,
Pizza
I like
wheelies.
it.
We're gonna do some pizza wheelies. I hope you
Pizza,
guys are all right with
pizza
that.
wheelies.
Frank, my guy, what's up, G?
Hey, J Change. Now, you know, I'm not media trained like Cash, so I'm not going to sit up here and thank you for your time and allow me to stage with you.
Hell yeah.
But I just want to say that does look like a Volkswagen van that's been modified. But can we talk about the pizza itself? Like, it looks like it's got some mushrooms. I think I see some sausage bits on there.
Mhm.
Is that salami on the door?
I think that, yeah, those are
Is that- is
probably
that-
magnet. Those are for sure magnet toppings just to like make it look a little bit more cohesive. Now, I wish we could see what the whole rear of this thing looked like. Where we serving pizzas out, like out of the back, like the straight back door. You know what I mean? Like where are we actually serving pizza from? Or is this
There's no
literally
better
just
way
a
to swing
cruiser?
the
Like we're just
pizzas.
cruising.
No, there's an oven like in this thing built
Has
into
to-
the back,
has
and we're
to be,
like
right?
serving pizzas out the back. Yeah, it's like a trailer, like a trailer party mobile.
So you're just looking
You know,
at
you
like, are
pull
you
into like
ordering
a-
pizza from the butt?
Kind of like how
Yeah,
Mario
right from the
Kart
butt.
drops the bananas. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going down the road, and Mario Kart just drops the bananas. It does the same thing with the pizzas.
Oh, it just drops a pizza in a box.
Yeah, you know they have like those conveyors, like you put the pizza on one end and it goes to the oven and comes out the other end. I think that's what it does, and it slides out. It's like a little table that's out back, and it just plops right out on the table off the conveyor, and people pick slices as they go. That's what I think it is.
You know, that does remind me when I was staying at the Link in Vegas, and there was a couple other hotels that have them, but they have pizzas in vending machines out there. And I feel like not that it's a vending machine, but it's like that, like along the same kind of things where you could just place your order and we just drop a pizza box out of a little window chute for you. Easy.
Yeah, we just litter the streets with pizza boxes.
Well, I mean, there's a line
Awesome.
of people, obviously. When they see the truck, they line up. They know.
Yeah, well, it's got their name on the box or something. We'll think of something.
An
You
NFT.
know, we're clever folk.
Each pizza box is an NFT, and you can claim it for something
Scan
amazing.
your barcode.
Hey, you had that pizza from the vending machine. How was it? Was it like good, or was it like only when I'm kind of drunk kind of thing?
Yes. Exactly what you think.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So it is exactly what you think. It's cardboard pizza.
Yeah, well, it's like, see, I don't think it's quite microwaved, but it's definitely not like cooked in the oven because it's like a minute and 50 seconds or something like that. So it's some kind of like, and here's the deal. Like, I am a no microwave kind of guy. I do not use anything that comes out of a microwave, no liquids, no foods. I don't reheat anything in a microwave. I'm 43 years old. It has probably been since I was in my late teens. When I was in high school, I read this study, and it was this girl, I believe she was in England, right? It was like, it was a college thing that she had to do. And I was just reading this, and it was, the control was the water, right? And so she was growing these tea plants. The water was either tap water or microwave water. And the tap water, the plant grew like normal. Everything was fine. Perfect. Great. The microwave water, the plant never sprouted from a seed. At that point, I was like, no, thank you. That sounds like that's fucked up. And so I would like to keep growing. And so I don't use microwaves. And I don't know why we're talking about microwaves, but I don't use them. Oh, because we can't have microwave pizza. Even though I did try it, I feel like there was some kind of like microwave aspect to it. So you got like that weird, chewy, crunchy. Yeah, no thanks. So it was fine, but yes, you would have been. I would have like if I was schmammered, it would have been fucking delicious. But it was hot. Like,
Well, I think they made them for drunk people.
of course. Of course. I don't even think it works during the day. I think the hours of operation are midnight to 5 a.m. Like,
it activates at 1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, that's when the
That's
pizza.
hilarious.
That's when they're
Right
making. That's when
before
the
the
machine
boys
is
get
making
you.
the pizzas. Like during the day when people are drinking, and then at night when they're just fucking banged up, that's when they're ordering. That dough has proofed and it's ready to roll. Although again, they're all pre-cooked, they're all pre-sliced, and I think they just like. I don't even want to know. I guess we could look it up. How do those pizza vending machines actually cook your pizza? Is it like convection or? I gotta look.
There's radiation. They just got like radiation. They spray all over it.
I got the can.
Yeah, it's a tiny nuclear reactor inside. It's a tiny can-do reactor.
Here we
And
go.
it just
So what?
fucking
Hold on a
irradiates
second,
your
'cause-
pizza.
Because they cook the pizzas in like 2.5 or 3 minutes. Like you walk into the 7-Eleven, they got like the little gas station pizzas, bro. They be cooking them shits in like 3 minutes.
Well, most of them are like these things. They're pre-made, refrigerated pizzas, and a robotic arm transfers the select pizza into a high-temperature pulsed air convection oven for baking. Process that takes just a few minutes. After cooking, the robotic arm returns the pizza to its box, which is then delivered to the customer through a dispensing slot.
Okay, so now what is the What's the difference between a convection oven and a microwave? I know they use
In
more.
other words, Kerry, it's a giant ass air fryer. That's what he just said.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and trust me, I know you guys are gonna fucking hate me after I say this, because once you've been inoculated, like, what are you gonna do? Reuse your air fryer? No, it says like on the bottom of every air fryer, like, pretty much this product is going to give you cancer. Like, this is just like not a normal way to cook shit, so don't do it. Like, every single air fryer, the underneath package says like those words. Maybe not in those words, but that's what they mean, is that this shit is going to give you cancer.
Information that you could have provided yesterday. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Why did you wait so long to tell us this shit?
I tried to
I've been
tell
eating
you
French
guys, and
fries
you
out of
told
the
me
air
to shut
fryer for
up.
the
I
last
said, wait, I
year.
got something really, I've been saying it for the last month. Every day I say, guys, I got something really important to tell you. And you say,
You know how
James,
much French
shut the fuck
fries
up.
I ate in the last month out of an air fryer? Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna die. It's all your fault.
Carrie, if it makes you feel better, everything else that you consume is giving you cancer too. So at this point, I wouldn't worry too much about
The water. I mean, we know, we talked to
we're on
Corey.
doomed.
We know about the water. We know about the food. We know about the cooking methods, like everything. We're cooked. We're all cooked.
Next thing you're going to tell me the sun gives me cancer. Jeez.
Actually, it does not.
Yeah.
You know what does? It's the suntan lotion that does give you cancer. It's not the sun. Your body loves that shit. So
fuck.
Yeah. How about them apples?
And this is
Maybe
why J Chain
in moderation.
This is why J Chain started waiting 10 minutes to open up the stage to the community.
It didn't.
Yeah, gets all the business out of the way first, and then shenanigans.
And then we just have the shenanigans. Nanigans. Man, I'll tell you what. I know that obviously I did a little bit of the show in the beforehand, but I freaking love hanging out with you guys. I love this time zone. I do like being live in the afternoon versus the evening. Here we go. We got a question. I'm gonna pull this one up. Can someone help me, please? This is from Rada Murali. Can you tell me about Solana? Do you think it will rise this week, or is it more likely to move up only after Bitcoin goes higher? Bro, Solana is fucking roasting right now. It's like 210. Like, what the fuck? It was like $1. It was like $170 like last week. It's cooking, brother. It is going. I would take your profits, baby. Like, I got a goal of like, I don't even know. I may have like a fucking half of a Solana at this point. But remember, I'm fucking building. I need a job and I need some Web3 work or whatever, and I'm working on that. But I will restock the Solana because I think that's like a 800. I always said $800 to $1,200 coin. Probably we'll see it on maybe on the front end, right? Maybe that 800, closer to that $800 level. But man, I'll tell you what, man, this thing's been cooking. Take some profits now, Rada. Take your profits. Take some of them, 25%, 30%. Just take some off the table. Hash, go for it, brother.
Hi, brother. I can't see your question. Maybe I misunderstood. I thought it was more like, should I buy Solana now? Is it going to go up from here? Short term.
Oh. Well, isn't that the $1 million question?
Not financial advice.
I stand corrected, brother. You don't need to take profits. We need to buy.
Okay, should you buy right now?
Man, I think that here, let's look at the Solana chart. Let's look that up. I will
short term. Buy Solana for long term. Buy Solana for like 4 years from now, or like next cycle.
Okay, so just right now,
you guys
know, no.
The
answer is no, not today. Solana is up 5% when like everything else is like stagnant or down. So I would not buy Solana today. I would wait for a little bit of a breather. Now, if you happen to get priced out because it decides to say fuck you, Chains, then I'm sorry for giving you bad advice, but I would never buy into a pump. This thing's pumping when everything else is not. I would wait for it to level off, but that's what I would do. Now that we've got more context, fellas, what do we think?
It depends on your time horizon. If you're planning on making a quick little trade, then yeah, maybe you wait for a pullback. If you're buying now and you're expecting to take profits, in Q4, then it doesn't fucking matter when you buy now, right? Because you're not planning on selling it. So if you're looking for like a leverage trade, then look for a position or a pattern that you're going to trade to get into. Don't just like YOLO. That's my opinion.
I got this thing on the 1 minute chart and it's falling right now. I'd hold up, just watch the chart. I mean, you don't have to wait too long. I would say, okay, here, actually, the daily VWAP is sitting right now at 203.67. Right now, Solana's at 206.10, currently dropping. I would say let this thing hit the daily VWAP and then scoop if you're trying to get in something today. That's what I would do, because I've assumed it over the next couple of days, or although I personally think, to be perfectly honest with you, September is going to be a down month for us. It historically is not a good one. And I'm kind of banking on the Q4 really kicking off. So maybe the tail end of September, things picking back up. So maybe just watch things. But I mean, DCA, right? If you're looking for an answer, DCA, buy a little today or a little later, and then, reassess your situation. So, don't deploy all your capital at once. There you go, brother. Come on, brother.
Exactly. You're both right. See? Compromise.
Hey, man, I love this world that we're living in. It's like peace and copacetic, man.
Because like it's a good long-term play. I think like it's part of my long-term play.
Solana,
like it's one of my long-term plays. Solana, yeah. I don't plan on selling it for like a long time. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna hold it. Not like Bitcoin, but like I'm gonna hold it for a long time.
Can we
I want to
hot
look
take
back
Solana
like
really
10
quick?
years from now, hopefully.
Can we hot take Solana
Yeah.
really quick? I want to know what you guys think, like for real.
Sure.
And maybe I'm just
Yeah.
like bitter because like I haven't mass extracted and like scammed and been inside cabal and like just like taking people's money. But like, Solana, like having Thread Guy and fucking Ansem and all these motherfuckers coming up to like host their big live show. It's like, you're just promoting the guys that are extracting from the whole fucking Solana community and ecosystem. Like, seems pretty fucking dumb to me. Just to, see again, but I'm the only one who cares about like doing the honest thing and being good and like, not repealing 70% of your supply or like promoting known serial scammers to your community. I don't know. Fuck me, I guess. What do you guys think?
Well, it depends. I think it depends if you're like gonna have like if you're gonna believe the influencers, or you're gonna believe in Solana. Really, like if you believe in Solana, then what the influencers say doesn't really matter, right?
No, I get that.
Like they're gonna, like I just don't listen to the noise. I just DCA in when I feel it's right, and because I have my target projection, projected target, take profit marks, and so like I continue to DCA, and yeah, it's one that I'm gonna hold for a while. So I don't think that like the KOLs or whatever the hell are gonna be able to like sway it that much once we start dealing with like RWAs and stuff coming onto Solana, which they already are, right?
For the record, and I'm with you, and I don't mean to cut you off here, but our brother Rhoda was asking about Solana, and I was saying, hold off. This thing is literally pushing down. It dropped from 206 down to just like 204 something, heading towards that daily VWAP. So, I don't want to say I fucking told you guys so, but I fucking told you guys so.
I think they heard you say you should take profits, and that's what they did. They took your advice. People are listening, J-Chains.
Well, they're not listening to me. They're listening to you guys. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
I think with Solana, it's like I don't really give a shit about the coin. I'm the same. I share the same sentiment. The whole pumped up fun and the people doing the streams on it, not my jam. I don't really agree with it. But on the other hand, it's like, where attention goes, energy follows. So where attention is, the money's gonna flow. So if you're like, I look at all coins, overall to make me more Bitcoin. And you're going to get the best percent returns on altcoins than you will on Bitcoin. That's just a simple fact. It always has been a fact.
Yeah.
So, so I look at it in that lens, and it's like, okay, attention's there. Whether it's negative attention or not, the attention's there. People are going to get into it. People are going to go and the streams on it, and retail's going to be more adamant to go to something like that because that's something that they understand. And gambling is huge right now.
I know.
So everybody's starting to gamble. So like, you know what? Like I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but it's what people want. And whether I agree with it or not, I can't. I'm not going to change it, right? So just go with the flow. Yeah. It's kind of like swim with the whales, right?
True. I mean, you can, right? Like I just for me personally, and I get it, and to each their own, 100%. But like for me, like it became it's such a turnoff to me, and that's why I think like I resonate and I feel so at home in the V chain, V Better DAO ecosystem with that community and the V fam, because it's like for real shit. It's like real people doing real things, trying to like make the everything better. Like it's just it makes me feel better about what I'm doing versus like sitting here max distracting. Now, would I be better off financially if I found fucking ways to rip people off? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be struggling. I wouldn't be depressed. I wouldn't be anxious. I wouldn't be all that shit. But I would be down in my soul. I'd feel like a dirtbag. And I would rather feel depressed and anxious with my back up against the wall trying to make money than feel like a fucking dirtbag. And that's just me. So that's why I'm happy where I'm at. Like, and I'm not saying that about anybody else or anybody here. Please don't anybody like misconstrue what I'm saying or take offense to it, because I'm not speaking about anybody here. I just mean like for me in particular. So I hope you guys understand that. Like I am passionate. I do take this ecosystem seriously, and I just there are people that I have brought into this space, and I want them to understand that this crypto is like there is a lot of good things that could come from this. It's not just, people trying to just steal from other people, which seems like lately crime season. Am I right? Hash. Go for it, my brother.
My take on Solana, I think that was the question, is, although I agree with you from a principled perspective, similar to the whole like ethos of cryptocurrency, can you really blame them for paying influencers who get the most eyeballs? Like, I can't really, that's their job. So like, I agree. I prefer it wasn't them, but in a certain sense. And that's actually why I'm quote unquote bullish on Solana. It has like very little to do with the ecosystem. I think the argument can be made like Pump Fund has kind of peaked and meme coin season has kind of peaked. And like, that's where Solana thrived. Are we really going to see Solana? That's normies are going to come in and they're going to look at the top 10 coins, and Solana is going to be one that people talk about that they've heard about before, and they're going to buy it. And that's why I'm bullish on Solana. Thank you.
All right. I like that. All right, let's see. Dano Crypto, what's up, G? Hope you are doing well, brother. Said, pull up the sold Bitcoin on the weekly. So we got that pulled up. Let me pull it up to the weekly, share this tab so you guys can see this. Gotta scrunch this out a little bit. And then I'll make this bigger. There you go. I absolutely performing pretty well against Bitcoin, huh? Oh, that's interesting.
Well, yeah, obviously on the weekly, Bitcoin's down what 10,000 and Solana's up. Okay, let me do. Bitcoin's down what 8% and Solana's up like 14%, 15%. Obviously, yeah.
Interesting. Definitely crushing through all these VWAPs. Let's see if it continues. It could dub up over the next short term here, and even touch some of those other VWAPs. That'd be really interesting. Let's see. It's bottomed, and we are in Wyckoff. I'll have to do some research on I know that I've heard of the Wyckoff and all that stuff, but I don't know anything about that, to be perfectly honest with you. But if anybody does understand Wyckoff, Mike, do you know that?
No, I don't really. I know like last cycle that was like the talk of the town, the Wyckoff distribution, but I'm not really super well versed in that. I'm a simple trader. I just do moving averages and I trade high percent chances like falling wedges and stuff like that, and head and shoulder patterns that are easy.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So I did a little research on this. Here, I'll pull this up so you guys can see this too. So Wyckoff distribution is a technical analysis model that illustrates how large institutional investors, smart money or whales, sell their positions in a crypto asset after a significant price rally. Okay. This selling pressure executed gradually transfers the asset to inexperienced retail traders and typically precedes a major market decline. Smart money getting out, dumb money getting in. Retail getting fucking wrecked. That's the retail getting wrecked chart. Don't wreck the leather, pal. Don't wreck the leather. Easy on the leather, man. All right. That's enough dumbass movie quotes. All right. I think that's it for today. I appreciate you guys. This was fun. Again, I do enjoy these 3:00 in the afternoon shows. I appreciate you guys being here. We ran a little long. But we'll get all this timing right. Maybe we'll run the show closer to 90 minutes moving forward. But we'll see how it goes. But anybody up on the stage got anything to say? You got any shows coming up? I know my guy Paulie has got a marathon of a space coming up next week on Monday. So make sure you tap in, tune in to what he's got going. Give him and everybody else up on the stage here a follow. And if you're down in the speaker panel, or if you're down in the crowd and you want to say, hey, listen, I think it would be a good idea for me to follow somebody, you should do that. And speaking of following somebody, hey, how are you? Come up here. It's been a while since you came to the show. Right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back here. We'll bring this down a little bit. As you can see from the live stream, my little homie just showed up. Can you tell everybody to make sure that they smash that like button?
Smash that like button.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
This is your channel.
Yes. And say, what else you want to say?
No.
You don't know?
You can do it.
I can do it? All right. The camera's right up here. So wait. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it, guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10. Now, I guess nobody said anything. We did say Paulie's show was on Monday. Anything else going on later today?
Yeah, I got my stream tonight. I'll be streaming at 9 Eastern tonight. We're going to be doing some gaming and a little bit of a midweek market update and how I would trade things.
What game are you playing?
I don't know. I hooked up the PS5 to the computer, so I'm going to be running some PS5 today. It's been a minute since I booted that bad boy up.
Nice. Heck yeah. Anybody got anything else?
Well, I'll be on tonight at 8, but yeah, looking forward to coming on talking some VChain with you tomorrow, my guy.
Oh, I'll definitely
pop into the.
I'll see you in a few hours, my guy.
Awesome. But hey, great show as always, man. And anyone down there, if you're not following after that little promo, I don't know what's wrong with you, but start following. Let's go.
My daughter's eating the air right now in my office. Very weird. You're being weird.
No, I'm eating that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. This show cannot happen without you guys. So thank you for being here. Make sure you smash the like button. If you are watching the live stream over on YouTube, if you're watching on X, hit the heart, tag some friends, repost the video. Say, hey, we're having a lot of fun over here, and we will see you when? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
So what should we say now?
So now.
Ciao for now. See you, friends.